Hey guys, Sarge here. I want to show you guys a new product that I had sent so that way I could test, run through my courses, things of that nature. And it's sub-second gun belts. I will tell you this is hands down one of the best gun belts I have ever initially seen and just kind of, had a good feeling for it right out of the box. The stitching is extremely well done. The connection with the buckle is phenomenal. Everything is a good system. Okay, now what I will normally say is when people look at their battle belts, war belts, whatever you want to call them, there's normally a disconnect where people see certain prices and they're like, hey, I don't want to spend that much, or I really don't think I'm going to use it too much, so I don't see a purpose in it. And they don't see a purpose in it because they haven't really found a way to apply it correctly to their current life. For me, the way that I'm going to start using the battle belts are in my courses, right? I'm going to start using them there. I'm also going to start using them with some of the security guys who I train. I train several private security personnel, and this is something I'm gonna show them. But let's look at it in a home defense mindset. If we wanted to just wake up in the middle of the night and go and check on something, it's a whole lot easier to do when you have a total carry system on a belt like this and you don't have to grab anything. The only thing in your hand is a gun, right? A gun and a light, or however you want to have it set up. Because on this, you already have medical equipment. You already have a flashlight. You already have magazines. You already have a holster. So you can fully take care of everything from your belt. And we don't have to grab 50 things in our hands while trying to clear rooms, right? And this just makes it easier. So this is something to think about, especially if you already, let's say you don't have a plate carrier, or you don't have a chest rig laying by your bed, or whatever it is, right? This should be the bare minimum when it comes to home defense. For guys who work in law enforcement or guys that work in the private security sector, I'm telling you, replace whatever duty belt you have and pick one of these up today. Okay, the price point is solid, hands down. If you look at the price point per the product, you're going to be blown away. Okay, so we're going to test it out. We're going to run it through some of the drills that I got, some of the courses that I'm going to be going to, and you guys are going to see me completely use and abuse this belt. And we'll see how it holds up, right? I will tell you the first thing that's going to go on it, right? I like the black multicam on here. It's pretty cool. I'm a pretty big fan of black multicam. The first thing that's going to go on it, I've purchased some MOLLE attachments for this Bravo concealment holster. So it's for my Glock 45 MOS with the Venom. I'm going to be putting that holster on there for this rig. I'm going to be putting my Active Carry Technologies IFAK on here. A couple magazine pouches, pistol pouches, things like that, flashlight pouch, and we'll get it all set up, and I'll leave it the way it is. I'm not really big on changing stuff out after I have a pretty good carry system. And we'll just see. We'll see how long the durability of it lasts, and we'll check it out from there. But what I will tell you is you're purchasing this from a person. Not a no-named or a used and abused name company. Okay, this is a legitimate person who saw a need in the community. He saw a need in this market field and he provided it. And he's providing it at such a solid price point that it's really going to make his competitors realize that, okay, hey, we are overcharging what our product really is. Okay, he's a solid guy. I love the values of what he stands for, and I can't recommend his product enough. Okay, so we'll see how it holds up with me. What I will say with the belt, okay, we also have the inner lining here, and you guys can just, my ad is ridiculous. But this inner belt, right, you actually run this through your belt loop. And I'll show it better once we're out at the range, guys. But you run this through your actual belt loops, okay? It'll hold there, and then this belt goes over top of it. So that way, if let's say I'm teaching a class, and whatever situation's going on, or let's say, hey, I want to start showing hands-on techniques or whatever it is, I can just drop the belt with everything on it, and I don't have to undo my entire belt and take certain things off. I don't have to do any of that. I just unbuckle it and buckle it back together. So it is something to think about, right? Makes it so much easier to do. If you're in a security or you're in a patrol mindset, whatever it is, law enforcement type, I highly recommend looking into these. I know the duty belt I wore was ridiculous. It was like 30 years old and people thought it was still in style, and it wasn't the best thing on the market. It moved a lot. If I had to run, if I had to do anything at all, it shifted a lot. So then if I got in force on force engagements or anything like that, it was moving all over the place. That's not what you want in a duty belt. You want it to stay in the same place the entire time. So that's something to think about, and that's something we're going to be looking for with this is it going to move with certain interactions? But hey, I'll let you guys know, okay? You let me know what you want to see out of this. Once we have the completed product, definitely let me know if you have certain things you recommend me using, okay? And I'll give them a try, guys. As always, stay tuned for more. Sarge out.